Everyone, today we are going to see few computer science general knowledge MCQs. 41st question is RISC stands for. What do you mean by RISC? RISC. RISC stands for Reduced Instruction Set Computers. 42nd question is which of the following is an essential data transfer technology? And the answer is DMA. DMA stands for Direct Memory Access. DMA stands for Direct Memory Access. It is a type of fast data transferring technology. MMU stands for Memory Management Unit. CAD stands for Computer Aided Design. CAM stands for Computer Aided Manufacturing. Computer Aided Manufacturing, Computer Aided Design, Direct Memory Access, and MMU stands for Memory Management Unit. Let's check out 43rd question. So 43rd question, which of the following is used as an intermediate to extend the processor bus? And the answer is bridge. Okay, bridge is a one which is placed in between the processor bus to extend the length of the processor bus. That is the 43rd question. 44th question is the method of accessing IO devices by repeatedly checking the status flags is. That is, the process of accessing the IO devices by repeatedly checking the status of flag is. The answer is program controlled IO. Let us understand what do you mean by this program controlled IO. Suppose we have WhatsApp, Facebook and Instagram. Okay, all these three are applications. There is a single printer. Okay, this WhatsApp is using this printer. So printer is busy now. But Instagram wants the printer. Right now WhatsApp is using the printer and Instagram wants the printer. So what does our CPU or processor does? Processor is going to check the status flag of the printer. Means there will be a flag attached to this printer. Whenever someone is using this printer, they set the flag to 1. And this processor is going to check what is the value of the flag. If the value of flag is 1, someone is using the printer, that is printer is busy. Whenever WhatsApp releases the printer, this flag will be set to 0. Whenever that processor checks the status flag and the value is 0, the printer will be allocated to Instagram. Okay, printer is used by someone, so the printer is busy. So flag will be set to 1. Processor CPU will be keep on checking what is the value of status flag. If the value of status flag is 1, it is printer is busy. If the value of the status flag is 0, the printer is free and the printer will be allocated to some other application. That is the meaning of the program controlled IO. Let's check out 45th question. So what does 45th question says? 45th question says the process wherein the processor constantly checks the status flag. I said in the earlier question, there will be a status flag. If this status flag is set to 1, that device is busy. If this status flag is set to 0, that device is free. Okay, if some application like Facebook wants the use of printer, processor will be keep on checking the value of this status flag. This process is called as polling. Polling is nothing but processor or CPU is going to check the value of status flag whether 1 is present or 0 is present. 1 means busy, 0 means free. That is the meaning of the polling as well as program controlled IO. Let us see the 46th question. 46th question. Which of the following is not considered as a peripheral device? What do you mean by peripheral devices? Devices which are connected to the motherboard. Devices which are connected to the motherboard externally. The devices which are connected to the motherboard externally are called as the peripheral devices. The answer is CPU. CPU is not a peripheral device because CPU is placed directly on the motherboard. This is motherboard. CPU is placed directly on the motherboard. It is directly attached to the motherboard. That's why CPU is not a peripheral device, but keyboard, mouse, printers, scanners, pen drives, flash drives, okay, all these are called as peripheral devices which are connected externally to the motherboard, that is indirectly they are connected to the motherboard. Those are called as peripheral devices, but CPU is directly placed above the motherboard. That's why it is not a peripheral device. 47th question is, which of the following memory of the computer is used to speed up the computer processing? In order to speed up the computer processing, we are going to use cache memory. The answer is cache memory. Cache memory is, it is a temporary memory, it is the fast memory, and it is the costliest memory. Remember, cache memory is, it is a temporary memory. It means as soon as the power is cut off from the system, whatever the data stored inside this cache memory will be deleted. So cache memory is a temporary memory and it is very fast memory. At the same time, it is the costliest memory. Next, RAM means random access memory. ROM stands for read only memory. So cache memory is the right answer. Let us check out 48th question. So 48th question, computer address bus is, there are two different types of bus in computer. Majorly there are two different buses, that is, one is address bus, another one is data bus. Address bus transfers the addresses, that is, processor sends the address to some device. Data means it is a data transferred between devices and processors. So here we are talking about address bus and the answer is unidirectional. Address bus transfers the data unidirectionally, that is one-way traffic, means address will be sent from processor. Address will be sent from processor to devices. Okay, this is the one way. Data, this is address bus. This is one way. But data will be transferred from device to processor in two direction, that is bidirectional. This is about data. Data bus transfers the data bidirectionally in both ways. But address bus transfers the address unidirectionally only in one direction, that is, instructions will be sent from principal to the student, not from student to the principal, but data exchange will take place between principal and student. It is like that. And the 49th question is, where is the document temporarily stored during editing on document? Suppose we have a MS Word file and we are doing some operation like copy, cut, paste. We are performing some operation on that document. In this case, where the data, temporary data will be stored until we save. Okay, we have not saved the document. So data is now temporary and that data will be stored inside the RAM. Answer is RAM, that is random access memory. Whenever we open MS Word document and we start typing the document, okay, unless and until we save the data, it will be stored inside the RAM, that is random access memory. Without saving, the power cutoffs from the computer, all the data stored inside the RAM will be deleted. That's why whenever we performing any operation, we have to keep saving our document, because once the power is turned off or power abruptly shuts down, all the data stored will be deleted. Okay, read only memory ROM means, what do you mean by SSD? SSD stands for solid state disk. SSD stands for solid state disk. It is the advanced technology of HDD, that is hard disk drive. Once the document is saved, Okay, once we save the document, that document will be stored inside SSD or HDD. Okay, whenever we are typing the document, that document will be saved inside the RAM, stored inside the RAM. Once we press the save button, that document will be saved inside the SSD or inside the HDD. This is the permanent memory, this is the temporary memory. Okay, SSD stands for solid state disk, HDD stands for hard disk drive. Let us check out the last question of today's video, that is 50th question. Okay, which of the following is not a topology of a computer? First, let us understand what do you mean by topology. Topology means how devices are connected to the network. Like suppose I have a mobile. Okay, my friends are going to share the Wi-Fi of my mobile. So mobile 1, mobile 2, mobile 3. See how these devices are connected to the network. This is called as a network. How these devices are connected to the network is called as the topology. There are 5 different types of topologies. Okay, ring topology means all the devices are connected in a ring. That is this one, this one, this one. These are all devices. They are connected in a ring format. That's why it is called as the ring topology. Okay, next bus topology. All these are connected in a single line. Device 1, device 2, device 3, device 4. This is called as the bus topology. Mesh topology. Mesh topology is like this. Okay, device 1, device 2, device 3, device 4. All these are connected like this in a mesh format. Okay, like this. This is called as the mesh topology. And there is another one topology called as the tree topology. Tree topology like this, like a tree format like this. Devices are connected like this in a tree format. This is called as the tree topology. And the answer for 50th question is flow topology. Flow topology does not exist. We have 5 different types of topology, that is ring topology, bus topology, mesh topology, and tree topology. And there is another one called as the star topology like this. There is a central device. All the devices are connected like this in a star format. This is called star topology. So 5 different types of topologies are there. And the answer is flow topology. Flow topology is not a type of topology. So what do you mean by topology? Topology is nothing but how these devices are connected to a network. This is a network. How these devices are connected? They are connected in the format of star. This is called topology. In the next video, we are going to see few more important computer science general knowledge questions. Thank you.